Alright, taken here with more of my collection video. So I just did the Nintendo Entertainment System stuff, so like the old school Nintendo. Now I'm gonna do the Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and the Nintendo 3DS. Um, for the Game Boy Advance, I can actually do some like gameplay videos of these games because I have a Game Boy player that connects to my GameCube. DS and 3DS not so much, so unless I like got an emulator and some ROMs, but yeah, legality of the situation. I mean, I have like physical copies, so it wouldn't be illegal, but like I'd have to go through the trouble like getting an emulator and installing that stuff, and then yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'll start with the Game Boy Advance games. So we have WarioWare Mega Micro Games. I haven't played this yet. I bought this from one of my coworkers because he was getting rid of his GBA games before the 3DS came out, and like GameStop was not having good prices. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. So I got that, and I got this Metroid Fusion, which I'm happy because I like this game's kind of hard to find, and I love Metroid. So I got these for like $5 or something, $5 or $10, both of them. So that was a good deal. And then Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I'd say this is like my favorite series, or one of my favorite series of like all time. But Advance, I would say I prefer this one to the DS one that they came out with because the story was just better and the characters. Gameplay's still good. Well, I guess that's one thing is like the whole lock card thing that kind of kills it. That was an extreme annoyance, but whatever. I, like after I played the first Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on PS1, it was I just like really fell in love with like the whole turn-based grid battle system. So like the more games I play like this, I really enjoy them. All right, and then this is the last of the GBA games. This is Castlevania, Harmony of Dissonance and Aria of Sorrow. The two. Oh, hold up. There we go. Castle Aria of Dissonance and Harmony of Sorrow. It's a two-pack. So one is the in the future, Soma Cruz, and then the other one is just Belmont. So yeah, I like Castlevania. Like I played Symphony of the Night on PS1. I'll get to it later, but like after I played that, I was like, wow, like that's the first Castlevania game I'd ever played, and that was just like, holy crap, I played that. It's like, wow, this is amazing, and like it's like a long running franchise. It's been around since like Nintendo Entertainment System, and I'd never played any, so I was like, wow. After I played that, and just fell in love with the series. But moving on to DS games. So here's a Mario Kart DS. This is like a pack-in because it came with the red DS. So I used to have that, but my nephew lost it, so that stinks. Yeah. I know I'm kind of tired of Mario Kart. Like I don't know. I used to get like all of them, but I think I didn't get the Wii one, and then like now I just don't even care anymore because every time it's kind of more of the same. I don't really feel to care it. I don't like really care to like keep up with the franchise anymore. So, but it was fun. It was fun while I lost it. Well, I still had fun with it. This is a Lego Star Wars 3. I haven't actually played this, so I just got this from my mom for Christmas. So yeah, it's still in the shrink wrap. Haven't even opened it. Um. Oh, I think I might actually keep this one. This is a Chrono Trigger for the DS. I have this on the PS1 as well, and just I don't know. I like love Chrono Trigger. It's my favorite JRPG of all time. Well, one of my favorite JRPGs. Like I'd say top 3. So it's like I just like love this game. I can play it anytime, and like DS version is my favorite because you can just take it anywhere, pop it in, play it, bam, there you go. Final Fantasy Tactics A2, Grimoire of the Rift. It was okay. I mean, I wasn't too big on the I'm not sure if it was the story or the crafting system. Something in this one I didn't really like, but it still had like the grid-based turn or the turn-based grid style gameplay, so I still played it for that. Another Square Enix game, The World Ends With You. This was a really fun game. just because you could like be in the future Tokyo, or not future, but like time Tokyo, and then like all these demons, and then being able to like scan people's thoughts. That's really cool dynamic, and like all the battle system is really cool too. You'd like use the stylus to do all these attacks on like the bottom screen, and then like later on you're like having fights on like the top and the bottom screen at the same time. It's really cool, and cool characters, like really good soundtrack. Okay, next, Pokemon Diamond. Uh, this is like one of two of my only Pokemon titles, because I didn't have a. Well, yeah, as you can see, I didn't have like a Game Boy before the GBA, and I didn't have those Pokemon games, and I preferred like the red and blue ones because I played those like on a emulator back in the day. But yeah, Pokemon and Diamond and Pearl are the two I have, and I haven't really played any more ever since then, just because I don't know. I guess it just like scratched my itch, and I don't like feel the need to get the newest Pokemon every time they come out. I guess it's kind of like you get the sense of you played one, you played them all, so you don't really need to play the. I don't feel that anyway. Like, cause like since like it's like structured like a JRPG, to where it's like if you're playing it and you're capturing the creatures and like you level them, and then you go to the gyms to get the badges to fight the other gym leaders, and then just keep on going and going until you get to the end and fight the elite 4 or 8 or whatever. So yeah, they're all kind of structured the same. So I don't really feel the need to keep up with that one anymore either. And then we have another Castlevania here. This is which one is this? Dawn of Sorrow. I don't think I finished all these. Like some of these I didn't finish. This might be one of the ones I didn't finish. Like I got to the very end, but there's like some portal or something I couldn't get past to like get to the final boss or whatever. So. And then another Castlevania, Portrait of Ruin. They're really good handheld Castlevania games, like these ones I've been showing. But this one was cool because it was like Jonathan and what's the sister's name? Charlotte. Jonathan and Charlotte. As they team up, and like it's structured differently because you go into the paintings in the castle, and the like paintings are levels themselves, so you play through the levels as you travel through the castle as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I like me some Castlevania. And then we have Feel the Magic XYXX. This game is fun just because it's weird and Japanesey. Because like the touchscreen, there's all this stuff that they like implemented to make it feel very unique to the DS, where it's like you're using all the functionality, like you're tapping the screen, you're screaming into the mic, you're blowing the mic to like. There's some game where like you had to do some like blow for some reason I don't remember, but it was fun and entertaining. It's not that long, but it was different and unique and fun and entertaining. This game was cool. This is Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime. I hadn't played a Dragon Quest game before, so I didn't know what to expect. So you play as a slime, and you can basically like roll into things and then collect them, and then that's how you kind of attack. You like roll into things, you pick up stuff, you throw it, and then like throughout the game, there's like these giant robot battles where you have to be in your robot mech thing, fight another one, and then like to get the ammo, you have to like throw it into the cannons in your giant mech thing and like shoot another one. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. Then we have Age of Empires: The Age of Kings. I didn't really get that far in this game. I played the tutorial, and then I went into the game, and I was just getting destroyed. So I don't know. The learning curve was kind of steep, so I could give it another chance, but it wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't to my liking. This is my favorite DS game, Elite Beat Agents. I love this game. So basically, it's a music rhythm game where you touch the bottom screen in rhythm with the song that's playing, and like you have 3 agents that go in, and there's like stuff that happens, and you're trying to like solve it through music. It's funny, It's very zany and it's very fun. Like my favorite DS game. Like the, just like the, yeah. How should I know there? Okay, New Super Mario Brothers. This game, yeah, I'd say this is probably like my favorite of the New Super Mario Brothers games because all the other ones just feel like a rehash of this one with like different stuff in it. So it's like I played this one and it felt cool because it had like the mechanics of like the 3D Mario's in it. Like you could triple jump, you could bun stomp, you could wall jump, and all that other stuff you can do in the 3D ones like Sunshine 64 and Galaxy. But it was in 2D, so it was played like the old ones. I think, but then like the only drawback is that the firepower suit is overpowered and it basically just kills everything in this one. Like once you get the fire suit, you can just throw fireballs, kill everything. It was fun though. It was nice. Back to Square Enix. Wow, there's a weird tape on here. Final Fantasy 3. This was the first time this game came out in America with this release on the DS, so I played it. I enjoyed it. It's pretty fun. Like it's very basic, but I don't know. I guess you could like I would compare it like if you've never played a Final Fantasy, I'd say this is probably like one of the ones that you should play first. Like I'd say this one or 9 would be like a good starting point just because it gives you like a good primer on like the mythos like of what's in the Final Fantasy world. Like it has chocobos, it has summons, it's got crystals, like all that cool stuff. And then like the class system, it's got like all the different classes, so you can like set up all your different characters how you want with different classes. I'd say the only like thing that's kind of is that in the dungeons, I don't think there's any save points, so you have to go into a dungeon, clear it, and like all in one run. You can't just like go in and like do battle, blah 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 blah, and then like save it at some point, and then like keep on going. You have to do it all in one thing. Okay, and then Final Fantasy 4. I haven't finished this game, any versions of this game, so I've yet to finish Final Fantasy 4. I don't know, I got some part where I had to fight something and I got stuck. But it's funny because like later on, I just picked it back up and put it in my DS, and I got past that boss fight with like no problem. But I had completely forgotten what had happened in the story, so I was like, great, now I have to start over. So I need to do that like eventually is like start from the beginning and then go to that boss fight that I just cleared, and then it's a pain. But everybody says like 4 is like a really good one, so that's why I keep buying it, and it's probably cheap. So yeah. Dragon Quest. Final Fantasy Dragon Quest. So yeah, Dragon Quest 4. I talked about this like chatting with Tekken months ago whenever I was playing it. It's really good. I'd say 5 is my favorite so far of like the series I've played. But it's Dragon Quest. Like it's just a JRPG, and you go out, save the world, and like the battles are easy because there's no penalty if you die. You just go back and you get just keep all your experience. So it's like a very easy to get into JRPG. If you're having trouble with other JRPGs, I'd say try Dragon Quest because 4 or 5, not 6. 6 you can get stuck in a lot of spots. 5 is a really good story, and then 4 just because it's like got a cool cast of characters with like a bunch of different job skills that they bring to the party. And it's fun. I enjoyed it. But yeah, Dragon Quest 5 here. I just talked about it. It's my favorite so far. Just the way that like the stuff they did with the story is just so cool, and that was just really well done. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. It's my favorite Dragon Quest of the ones I've played so far. Dragon Quest 6. I'm currently playing this, and I'm stuck. But I kept getting stuck like multiple times in this one, so I kind of got sick of it. And then like the Dragon Quest for like 4, 5, and 6 are so similar in so many ways that it doesn't really break things up at all. It's like so similar. So I kind of like after I finish this one, I'll take a break from Dragon Quest games for probably a while because this one just gave me trouble. Where there's like so many parts where I got stuck on. Like there's this one dungeon where you have to go and like go through this like maze like structure, and if you're going in the wrong, uh, not the wrong direction, but you have to like go through it in a certain order in order to progress onto the next, like into the next area of the game. So it's like had I not looked up the guide, I would have been stuck on there forever. And then we have Hotel Dusk. I did not finish this game. I got stuck. It was a cool, unique game and like a cool like use of the DS and stuff, but it stumped me. Like one thing you'll probably find out through these series of videos is that I'm just not good at puzzle games. Like I will play them, but I'm not good at them. Like and Hotel Dusk is one of those games because it's like a murder, well not a murder mystery, but like it's a investigatory mystery thing, and it like does cool stuff. But man, it got me because I just could not finish it. And then we have Sola to Robo, Red the Hunter. This game is pretty cool. It's like you're this fox, or is it a fox? Whatever. This or this dog, and then like you get to pilot this mech, and like the mech fight stuff, and like this mechanic of like grabbing it and throwing it, and like the combat's really cool. It's simple though. It's like really cool and simple, and like it just uses that same mechanic throughout the whole game, but it works. And like the story's really cool, the setting's really cool, and there's a bunch of different stuff to do besides like just fight. In your mech, you can like fly in these robotic air flights, and like there's a bunch of boss fights and like ship to ship battles. So it's pretty cool, fun ride. I enjoyed it. Three more games. So we have, oops. So yeah, Theate Rhythm or Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy, however you pronounce this. This game I enjoy just because like conceptually it's been something I've always thought like why didn't they make a game like this where you have a game that is a music or a rhythm game and you just use video game music or music from a video game series, and this is that game because it's a music rhythm game and it uses all the Final Fantasy music, which is like one of the best game franchise soundtracks like in existence. So it has good source material for the music, and then like the gameplay mechanics are cool, and the way it's like structured is pretty cool too. So yeah, I always said I would like make a video of this game and like have some gameplay or like some gameplay tips to clear like the harder music tracks, but I never did because it's kind of hard to get video of a 3DS game like off camera anyway. If you're like unless you're playing it on like the floor and like the camera has to be like in just the right spot. But yeah. And then we have Super Mario 3D Land. This game I enjoyed, except for the fact that you basically get to a point where you can't progress until you get more, I think it's gold coins or something, but it has like some arbitrary like wall of progress where it's like you get to a certain point and it's like, oh, you don't have enough stars or gold coins or something dumb, and you have to like go back to the previous stages and get them to get to the next set of stages. But whatever. Then there's like a second set of worlds after you clear the first 8, so that was enjoying, or I enjoyed that. But it takes a while to get through them if you don't have any street pass people to like get the gold coins from, which was what I had, so I was able to like get past that eventually over time. It's after like mining all the stages for the gold coins I missed. And then New Super Mario Brothers 2, not as good as the first. It's still good, but I don't know. Like at this point, after I played it, I was kind of like, that was fun and everything, but I just blew through it so fast because it's like it was fun, but the challenge wasn't really there. And like, yeah, there's like the whole mode of like the speed rush or whatever it's called, or coin rush or whatever, to get all the coins or as many coins in as much in as fast as possible time or whatever. So it didn't really appeal to me. It was still fun though, because it's Mario. But that's it for the Nintendo handheld games on the GBA, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS. And I'll be back after this. I think I'll do PSP next. Oh, I'll also try to keep these to like 30 minutes, and then like if it goes over 30 minutes, I'll just like stop and then make another one, like part 1, part 2, whatever. But yeah, that's it for this one, and I'll be back with PSP games.